this House. A few minutes ago in Brussels, the United Kingdom's permanent representative to the EU handed a letter to the President of the European Council on my behalf, confirming the government's decision to invoke Article 50 of the Treaty on European Union. The Article 50 process is now underway, and in accordance with the wishes of the British people, the United Kingdom is leaving the European Union.
My name's Rachel Davenhill and I'm a retired psychoanalyst and a member of the Carving Through Borders group. And when I read Martin's poem, which he wrote on the day after the referendum, I felt it was a poem that really needed to be in the world, seen in the world, and have a permanent place in the debate that's going on now in terms of Brexit. I was particularly interested in the poem in terms of the repetition compulsion, because I think unless we learn from history, we're doomed to repeat it. And we have had peace since the EU has been formed, and I don't think we can take that for granted.
And at the moment, that would be like 2 foot wide. So if we can make these sentences 2 foot the same width as that, and it depends where you're. They're only cut like this because Will sent me a drawing and I just cut them like that, but they can be broken wherever. So I am Lottie O'Leary and I'm stone carver here in Nuckless in Mid Wales, and I do Tuesday morning stone carvings, and Rachel came up with this idea of carving Martin's amazing great poem around Brexit. Anyway, I'm here to help, and I'm going to do some as well. Cut it in a lovely bit of stone, which we're then going to put somewhere. Okay, so I'll do, so it's LLITSDEREDWOP STSRUB, comma SNTIXERB. Hey, bloody Brexit!
I was born 13 years after the end of the Second World War, and I want my children and my grandchildren to have the same experience of peace in their growing up and their adult lives that I've had. And my profound belief is that peace isn't a passive process, it has to be actively worked at.
I'm Kerry Evans, and I'm here as part of the Carving Through Borders group, carving the Brexit Stone. And it's lovely working collaboratively and cooperatively on one big project, which is focusing our mind on the Brexit problem. And my feelings on that are that we're worrying about the minutiae instead of getting together globally and fighting the huge problem that is climate change.
After the Twin Towers, a psychoanalyst called Hannah Siegel wrote a very powerful paper called Silence is the Real Crime. And I think silence would be the real crime at the moment, because we do have the capacity to speak out, to talk with each other, to think with each other. And it's never too late to develop our thinking, and it's not too late now. And I think if we hold on to the essence of Martin's poem, which is to learn from history, and the potential for the fragmentation of Europe is real, it's very frightening, and it's something we hope, in a small way, with this poem, we can help prevent.
My name is Martin Evans, and on the 24th of June 2016, I woke, put the radio on and heard the news that Great Britain had voted to leave the European Union. I went straight to my notepad and wrote this poem. It was almost in its complete form within an hour of waking up. It was a democratic process. The people voted, but they voted under a false premise. There were so many lies were told. I'd be quite happy to have a second referendum, but with everybody knowing the facts. We're polarising as a species. We're pulling apart. There is no Johnny Foreigner. We're all human beings, one species, one planet, one species. We've got much bigger things to fight than one another. So togetherness is where I come from. Brexit. Why does this smell like 1914? Whispered breeze shakes sullen leaves. Fruit ripens, bursts. Powdered bees dance still to the sun. But what is that on the east wind? Drums?